My name is Ramnath Narayan Swamy. I've been in the Indian Institute of Management, Bangalore for a little close to about, I think, 21 years. And one of the key areas of my interest is the interface between spirituality and management. And the reasons that drove me to this domain was the growing realization, which took many years to come to fruition, was the hard lesson that markets do not make models. Or the idea, if you like, that markets of their own accord do not make good models. Models are made by human beings. They have to be made consciously, deliberately, and incorporated in business practice, because what the world cryingly needs today, urgently needs today, is dharma in management. Dharma is defined in spirituality as any action that helps to cement harmony in the world is dharma. Any action that does the contrary is adharma. And the recent events in the corporate world, starting from the collapse of multi-billion-dollar entities like Enron, WorldCom, and more recently Lehman Brothers, are instances where there has been a severe disconnect between the visions of companies and the values they espouse on the one hand, and the clarity between the alignment between visions and values and clarity and context. And therefore, I believe that it is absolutely critical today to have an alignment, a very conscious alignment of vision, the ability to articulate the values you stand for, either as an individual or as an institution. Thirdly, to try and make a conscious alignment between the vision and the values. And finally, to invest in the understanding of context. It may well be asked, why do you need to invest in an understanding of your environment? The straightforward answer to that question is, the more advanced, the more you invest in the understanding of your environment, the more informed your decisions are likely to be. So the spirituality, the interface between spirituality and management lies in the area of dharma, in the area of ethics, in the areas of values, in the areas of best practices. Why do we need values in business? But before I answer that question, it perhaps is a good idea to ask, why do we need visions in business? A vision for a company or a vision for an individual is about where you want to go, what do you want to achieve in this life. It is about the where. It is about the destination. It is about how you make meaning in your life, in the life that has been given to you. How do you create a structure of meaning that is satisfying to you, that brings out the best in you? Values, on the other hand, are about the how. You need values in business because or in any other domain for that matter, because they protect you against bad vision. The father of this country, Mahatma Gandhi, was once asked towards the end of his life, Mr. Gandhi, what do you stand for? And he was able to look at the journalist straight in her eye and say, my life was my message. By that he meant, the Mahatma meant, that every action of mine radiated what I stood for. And then he coined the immortal phrase, which is only now being, so many years, so many decades after his death, is being recognized for what it is. That immortal line which declares, become the change you want to see. So values today, in the light of the turbulent times we live in, the difficult times we live in, our planet has become extremely fragile as a result of human greed, unlimited human greed. We need some breaks. We need to recognize some of our limitations. We need to draw a Lakshman Rekha beyond which certain activities are not encouraged, are indeed discouraged. As the Native American chief many years ago said, we have not inherited this earth from our ancestors. We have, on the contrary, borrowed it from our children. So if we have to have a certain sense of responsibility towards those who follow us, towards our progeny, towards our children, towards our future generations, we need to give them a better deal than we were dealt with. And the only way to do that is to bring the central importance of values in business, the central importance of dharma. By dharma we mean an equal, a fair share, fair process, justice, fair distribution underlying all our actions. There must be an intimate connection between ends and means. One of the greatest contributions of the Mahatma to world civilization was that the means are even more important than the ends. Howsoever noble your ends may be, if your means are deficient, then do remember that your ends will not turn out to be so noble after all. The recent wars that we have witnessed in Iraq, in the Middle East, and in various other parts of the world are an eloquent testimony of the fact that we need to reconcile ends and means. It's not only the nobility of our ends will be desecrated if we are not able to match the nobility of our means. Thank you.